back on board the Disney Wish. It is day number 3, our final day of our cruise. We find ourselves at Disney's private island of Castaway Cay, but we are actually staying on board the ship today. There's just too much fun to get into, too many things still left to show you. So let's go ahead and get it started. Our final day on board the Disney Wish begins right now.
You may be saying, Hoffman's not getting off at Castaway Cay, but it's one of the best private islands in existence. Why would you do such a thing? Well, as Matt mentioned, there's too many fun things, new fun things on the ship that we want to see. But not only that, this lovely gentleman just spent the past couple hours creating a full and complete ship tour just for you.
And I can now say with 100% certainty, every public space on board the ship will be in that tour.
Which is really good because, as I mentioned, this is only a 3-night sailing and it has gone by in a blink of an eye, and we just literally cannot show you everything in the vlogs. With the ship tour, Matt was able to show you everything. How about, because you did such a good job, I treat you to a lovely, lovely lunch.
Yes, please.
Even though Castaway is quite nice, it will be cool because we can show you what the ship looks like at Castaway Cay when it's empty, like having an elevator all to yourself. Not too many people to be found, so if you want a good atrium picture, I suggest staying on board and doing it now, because I guarantee you once everyone's on board, it will be packed. A lot of people ask too that if you do decide to stay on board, what is there to do on the ship? And to be honest, there's really not too much going on. Not a lot of like organized activities, not a lot of trivia or like in the hero zone or anything like that. There's not going to be really character meet and greets on board on Castaway Day. It's pretty much going to be on the island where you can get character photos, but on the ship there's not really going to be character photos available while the ship's in port.
Time for some lunch, and it's part 2 of Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. Yesterday, we got some Tex-Mex from Donald's Cantina, as well as some pizza from Daisy's Pizza Pies. But normally, Castaway Cay, you'd get off and you'd have Cookies Barbecue or Cookies 2 or over at Serenity Bay, and we're not getting off today. So we thought, why don't we do Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue on board instead? We're gonna get some stuff from here and also something around the bend here. Because Cookies on Castaway Cay does not just have barbecue, we're also going to stop in at Goofy's Grill. So yes, part 2 of the Fair Festival Food. I keep forgetting the actual name.
Festival of Foods or
something.
It's a fair of foods and it's a festival and it's great. So I got the pulled pork, mac and cheese, the jalapeno cornbread, hello, and slided the sauces.
So they had standard, signature, mustard, and hot. The chicken, I also got mac and cheese, also got the jalapeno cornbread, coleslaw, and then a sauce flight. And then we also got an Impossible Burger. Yay, Impossible Burger.
Okay, first assessment. The barbecue is my favorite place now because the pulled pork is super good. It's actually pretty flavored and seasoned for pulled pork, which is nice. The mac and cheese essentially tastes like Stouffer's mac and cheese in a good way. This sauce, which is the signature, is the best one to me.
Yeah, the chicken's seasoned good. It tastes good. The cornbread's really good. Coleslaw's a little bland, but it's fine.
Okay.
I think all of the sauces are good, but the signature's probably the best. And the Impossible Burger is good as always. So I really enjoy it. I think I would go with Donald's Cantina as my favorite.
Okay.
But this is definitely very good as well. Not sure if this will be a permanent thing or if they're just doing it right now because there's no Aladdin show, but they're actually having a matinee performance of the brand new Little Mermaid stage show in the Walt Disney Theater. Now they're still going to have the 2 evening shows like they normally would, but they've added this matinee show. So we'll see if that's a permanent thing that stays or if it's just right now, while Aladdin's not going on, they have more time maybe to do a 3rd show for this.
The pool deck is not completely empty, but it is more empty than I would say on a regular sea day or something like that. I do think other people have the same idea and are just enjoying the ship. Probably some frequent cruisers on here. checking out everything the Wish has to offer.
This stick in the mud has had to work 2 jobs her whole life while you've been sucking on a silver spoon, chasing chambermaids around you with ivory towels.
I have a need for Wheezies Freezies.
Oh, Wheezies Freezies. So it's up here in the Toy Story splash play area on the pool deck. They have Wheezies Freezies. They have different drinks here, snow cones, and even have Dole Whip as well. Dun 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 dun. Look at that.
That's right. I got a Dole Whip on the high seas.
And you can get it with alcohol if you would like. And they also asked if you would like whipped cream.
Oh my gosh, it's so stinking refreshing. I don't know if it's because it's really hot today. I don't know if it's having Castaway Cay in the background. It tastes better here than in the parks.
Cost?
$6.
$6.
But it's kind of a lot. Like
Yeah.
it looks like a shortcut, but it's actually pretty
Pretty sizable.
pretty hefty.
Yeah, look at that. So they have a smattering of souvenir cups here as well. And we've been told they're around $9.
Good work, Wheezy. You make a mean Dole Whip.
What do you press down on that? Oh, and out come bubbles.
It looks just like that.
Except
out
not
comes
bubbles.
water.
Water stream. He's spinning at Jessie. Sheep are spinning too. Bo Peep, you're leaking.
We can't go splash around in the Toy Story splash zone.
Up to 6 years old only.
I really wish we could though, because this is so fun.
Buzz Zurg and a Pizza Planet rocket.
Pizza Planet. Oh.
Are there any dinosaur-shaped slides? Oh, crying out loud. Throwing boxes, you idiot. Chelsea's gonna do Slide-a-saurus-Rex.
All you have to be is 38 inches tall, which I am, so I can partake.
But yeah, there's no weight restrictions or anything. Adults can do it, kids can do it. Just no loose articles whatsoever. They do have cubbies right over there. You can store your stuff. So when you're ready to slide, follow Rex's paw prints, head up, and then that's where the slide will begin, from inside the funnel, actually. And it just loops around. It's very calm, very slow. Nice little body slide.
It was cute. It obviously it was pretty slow, but you know what the best part was? The music in the queue sounded like the music that they play in Alien Swirling Saucers at Hollywood
nice.
Studios. Yeah, that was my favorite part. Yeah, that's how I felt going up the stairs.
Slide-a-saurus-Rex was okay, but we're here for the aqua duck. No, not aqua duck anymore. AquaMouse.
Brand new to the Disney Wish.
It's like a water coaster and a theme park ride all in one, and the line has gotten significantly shorter than it was earlier. So let's head over.
On Fantasy and Dream, it has Donald's footprints.
Like duck prints.
Like duck prints, but these are mouse prints.
Yeah, mouse shoe prints. So yeah, we'll just follow this up the stairwell here. You can see the sign up there at the top, AquaMouse. We'll get some more information up at the top, and there are also some cubbies up there where we can store our items. Port Misadventures reminds me of Typhoon Lagoon, and they also have the wait time posted right there. So of course we're looking at 30 minutes right now, and then they have the digital video board. A little hard to see with the sun, but it tells you what cartoon you're going to be seeing, I believe, in the ride. It usually says Scuba Scramble. Yesterday it said like Alpine Meltdown or something like that. So maybe they have different ones. I'm not sure. But yeah, you come up the stairs here, drop your stuff in the cubbies, and then you get into the actual snaking back and forth queue, load up right there, and you're on your way. And the requirements for this one, you must be 42 inches tall to ride, or 40 inches tall to ride by yourself. That was super fun.
That was so cool. It is like completely different than Aquadoc. Like I don't want to say unrecognizable, but like it is a totally different experience.
We were wondering how we would like it comparatively because it seemed like you'd get more of the, you know, the theme park style with the story and the screens, but maybe less of the aqua slide. But I don't think so. The aqua coaster effects, you still get that, just more towards the end, and it felt like it went faster than Aquadoc. And I did ask them while we were going in, there are 2 different versions of the ride. So we had the scuba one today, and then, like I mentioned before, there's, I don't remember what it's called, but it was like Alpine Meltdown or Snow Mountain Meltdown or something. So it's cool that you can ride it twice at least if you time it up right and get a different experience.
Yeah, and I think that like that was like a really good idea they did that. So you can essentially like almost kind of ride 2 rides in one sailing.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. It was really cute.
That was aces.
We are very, very close to Sailaway, but we decided to come all the way forward in the ship because we want to show you the best kept secret pool.
Deck 14, looking straight out the front. We're at the Chippendale's pool, which we're about to dive into and enjoy a nice cool down. But there's another reason we came up here. It's almost time for sail away, and usually, we'll see what the case is, usually when you sail away from Castaway Cay, they like to sound off all the musical horns. That Mickey-shaped thing right there, see all the horns inside of it? That's where they're gonna be blaring. So we're gonna try to catch as many of those as we can.
Okay, new plan, because a very nice cast member told us that if we were in that pool when the horns went off, it would be too loud.
He said it's like ridiculously loud.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to not hold your hands up to your ear. So we are staying behind the horns. We're gonna listen to all the horns. I'm going to get We Don't Talk About Bruno horn. At least I'm hoping, because that's the one we haven't heard, and I want to hear it so bad, and I'm ready.
Here we go.
Our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
It's not that loud. Can't even hear myself think.
If that's the only one we did. Oh, there better be more than that.
That wasn't even half. Oh no, we're actually moving now. So that may be it for the horns. We feel cheated.
I know we don't talk about Bruno, but can't we just talk about him once? I don't know, maybe that one's not working yet or something.
Maybe, but we didn't get nearly as many as they have. There's a lot more they can do.
I don't know. They usually do like the full gamut
Yeah.
when you leave Castaway. That's why we were prepared.
We had heard they were having some issues with some of the horns though, so maybe they're keeping it limited right now.
Well, okay.
Well, you heard those. Wanna get in the pool?
Yeah. Okay, I know I griped about Bruno, but I will not gripe about this pool. I'm telling you, this is like the best kept secret. I feel like a lot of people don't know that this pool's here because there hasn't been anybody at it like the whole time, like only a couple people.
All right, horns and pools are done. It is showtime. We're headed to Walt Disney Theater for the brand new Little Mermaid show debuting here on the Disney Wish. Let's run in and check it out.
There is preludes on this ship, just like the other ones, where you can buy popcorn for an additional price. But I wanted to make this note. Do you see the popcorn buckets that they're selling? Does that look familiar? It looks familiar to me. That looks just like the one that I bought on Dream. So I could have brought my current popcorn bucket and gotten refills again. And I missed that opportunity. But I will not next time.
inside the Walt Disney Theater we go. Now, unfortunately, we can't film any of the actual show, but I can show you what it looks like before. Look, there's a treasure chest on the stage. Look at the water like lapping up on the stage. And there's seagulls and ocean wave sounds being played, setting the mood. They also almost have like wave effects with the, like, what is this called? Like theming fog or whatever. You can kind of see it going up the little ripples up there above on the ceiling. Well, the Little Mermaid show has concluded.
It was really good. It was, I will say, we had some technical difficulties at one point and they had to pause the show for like 5 minutes, but then I was like back up and running, so like...
They fixed it really quick.
Yeah, and like I said, third sailing, kinks getting worked, you know, it's not really a big deal, but I mentioned it because it did happen.
The story was essentially the story you know and love from the movie and stuff like that. Some minor tweaks here and there.
They kind of like made some changes to the story to kind of like fit today's world.
Yeah, like
a
more
little bit
modernized.
better, but not just modernized, like mindsets that we have like today versus back when the movie was made. Like just small changes, but it fit more like the modern mindsets a bit more, which I appreciate.
Well, I will say, don't recommend sitting down close unless you're like in the dead middle. And be mindful if you get off to the right or the left, because the set pieces that they have and use are quite large. It can block a lot of what's going on the stage.
I would definitely, like, out of all the shows that we've seen, I think this one, it would be most important to sit in the middle.
Yes, 100%.
We feel the wind in the sky when the sun is high. We feel something of the sea and the ocean breeze.
I covered this in the ship tour video, but wanted to show it in the vlog as well. If you come out on the promenade deck, you can walk down, you know, get a good view of the sea, come all the way forward and come up the stairs. You can actually come out to the very, very front of the ship, the very bow. There's no helipad here, so you kind of have just this big open area right here. And then over here, you can actually look down into the outdoor section of the Senses Spa, or you can continue around the deck to the very front. Really good views up here. Sometimes they close it if there's high winds, or maybe if they're like entering, exiting port or something like that. But you can get some nice views. Really great vistas from out here. We've made a startling discovery.
You know how I showed you like the first couple days, how like all the Cinderella stuff like on the carpet, and then in our hallway, and
our room placard is the carriage.
And like the little like lights and stuff.
I thought that was just standard because of like Cinderella. She's in the grand hall and everything, but it's not the case. So we'll have, when we come to our elevators on our floor, we have the carriage here, but now you see the owl. And if you come into this hallway, look, green carpet, green walls, and they have the owl placards, and the little lights up above are also different than in our hallway with all the birds and things like that. Everything is different depending on which hallway you go down.
Yeah, and like I think it's different, like it's like different princesses. So this one is like Aurora, like Sleeping Beauty. You know,
yeah.
We have like owl and like the little woodland creatures and stuff. But on other decks, I think it's different. So let's
see if we can find at least one more.
Okay.
And as we ascend the stairs from deck 8 to deck 9, you'll see there's some Aurora Sleeping Beauty artwork.
It all matches.
There's the owl. So now let's see if we can find a different one. So now up on deck 10, we see Ariel's Grotto artwork, and we look, and it's got the shell here on the carpet, and another piece of Ariel's Grotto artwork over there. And when we turn,
look at the light, look at the light.
Whoa!
Ariel's swimming, and Sebastian, and Flounder, and
whoops, there we go.
Other fish friends.
That is so cool. And you see a different color on the walls, different color carpet, more nautical with the starfish and stuff. And then the door placard is the shell. So yeah.
I love that. Like I don't know. That's just what makes Disney Cruise Line good. It's like special stuff like that.
In the Grand Hall, because it's time for dinner, and our final rotational dining venue is actually accessed via the Grand Hall here on deck 3. You can go left or you can go right, starboard or port, because aft is this way. So this side you'll enter on the Roy Disney side, that side you'll enter on the Walt Disney side. I don't think it makes a difference. Either way, you're going to 1923. Apparently it matters which side you enter, and you don't get a say. They were asking people their table number, and then they're like, oh, you're on the right side, you're on the right side. And then next they're like, oh no, you're on the wrong side, you're on Walt. We're like, we didn't know.
Well, what's funny is, in my head, I was like, yeah, let's go on the Roy side because like I feel like he doesn't get as much fanfare, so let's go on his side. And they're like, no.
No, you're going with Walt.
Walt.
So this last restaurant, 1923, is based on old Hollywood and the beginning of animation. So right when we come in, got some animation scriptings going on there. And the signage, 1923, Walt Disney. Look, we have maquettes, paintbrushes, sketches, a lot of dark woods and like brass, gold medals in here. Very reminiscent of Birthday Circle restaurant at California Adventure at Disneyland. And here's a look at our menu for this evening, starting with the appetizers. And our salads and soups. Tonight's bread service, the standard entrees, the vegetarian options, and the lighter note options as well. Alright, getting kicked off with the appetizers. We both got the same thing, the tortelloni. Look at the color on that.
Also say it like Squidward.
Tortellini. And now soups have arrived. We have the corn chowder and the tomato soup. And I was curious because I thought there's no way for you to be walking up and not having a way of knowing which side of the restaurant you're supposed to enter, and they're just going to tell everyone. But if you look, it says 1923 Walt Disney. So here in the app, it did tell us which side we should have gone to.
It came like this. It was already pre-cut with a fork in it. That wasn't me.
See, you're just giving it the Caesar treatment. You ate too brute. And now we have our entrees. I went with the salmon, and you went with the
Filet. Sweetly overwhelmed.
And of course, that is the dessert menu. So let's take a look inside.
Yeah. One last round of aqua
I went with the signature dessert, which is some kind of varying cream and blueberry and stuff like that. And then they brought this random tapioca
It was like
pudding there.
it's like bonus dessert.
And you got the sundae with the 1923 insignia there on the chocolate base.
Your thoughts on 1923?
So I think this will probably be an unpopular opinion. I don't think many people will feel like this, but this was my favorite of the three restaurants by far. Despite no show element, no characters, nothing to really look at, but this is so up my alley.
This, I mean, do you hear that jazz playing? Honestly, I really like all the restaurants on this ship. You know, the show elements, like we said, there's stuff that you have to work out, but this one is like a well-oiled machine already. So like tonight was just like a very calm dining experience, which was nice for the last night.
I loved it. Look at this snuggly duckling stein that Chelsea pointed out. Sailor Pluto, looking dapper. And Goofy's on the stairwell here. And Captain Minnie, oh, Captain Mickey was there. Captain Mickey's leaving. Bye, Captain Mickey. All right, back to the main star. This ship at least, Captain Minnie. Now, for the moment we've been waiting for, the Bayou. So the Bayou is a lounge here, kind of just in the middle of the two hallways on either side. They do have the stage there set up. They will do some live music and stuff like that, but when there's not, which is what I prefer, hear that jazz playing, because we are down in New Orleans. Look at all the magnolia flowers they put up in the ceiling, the lights, got the different booths all around, the bar back there, and look. We're gonna grab a booth here under this large magnolia flower.
Of course they do have drinks and stuff, but one of the food things that you can get, it might be the only food thing, but either way, they have Tiana's beignets, and I am so excited.
Heartbreak in the Bayou.
Oh, they ran out of beignets.
For the whole cruise.
For the whole cruise, yeah. So I guess if you want a beignet, don't wait until the last night, or I don't know what night they ran out of them, but I guess go the first night so you can make sure you have a beignet. I'm sorry we can't show you the beignets. Oh.
But yet another good example and reminder of if you're on an early cruise, right? When a cruise ship debuts, they have to figure things out. And even though this is like the third official sailing, it's the first one that's open to the public. It's unfortunate, but that does happen.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just have to come back and I'll get my beignet then.
That's right.
Well, we'll at least show you the menu so you know what to expect in case you're on board. I do think it's cool that they have like where you can get just like a single beignet. And here's a look at the drinks. And of course this is a Disney ship, so they're gonna be very appropriately New Orleans themed, which is always fun. And they do have some zero proof drinks as well. It's just none of them sounded good to us because they're mostly like root beer or cream soda, which we don't drink. But
I can't stand root beer.
Here's the thing. I know like a lot of people like root beer and stuff. I just don't understand how. But like, good for you, but like how? Even though I got stung on the beignets, I will say I still think it's my favorite Disney lounge of any of the ships we've been on.
I concur. We popped into Luna really quick because we had to show that there's a silent disco going on. The cool Tron Daft Punk-esque graphics on the video screen.
Well, we are packed and ready to bid this night and this cruise adieu. But we had to come to the atrium one last time because this really is the heart of the ship and say goodnight to the ship properly. What in the world is this?
Whatever it is, it stole your sunglasses.
That's okay. You can have the sunglasses if I get these chocolates.
Well, there you have it, friends. That is going to do it for day number 3, our final day on board the brand new Disney Wish. But as always, we've had a fabulous time.
My last wish for the Wish is to come back and have another sailing on this beautiful ship.
There you go. My wish is that you come on board and experience this ship for yourself. And of course, we can help make that happen as travel agents. Completely free to you. Won't pay a single cent more, blah, blah, blah. All that usual stuff. Travel agent information is in the description of this video. HoffmanHappyTravels.com is the website. We hope we'll hear from you soon. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this journey with us. We certainly have had a great time, but it's on to the next one. So we're signing off for tonight and from the Disney Wish. We'll see you next time.
Happy travels! A dream.